Good morning, sir, and my fellow gentlemen. I am here to speak on the topic Indo-Pak relations. As we all know, we got our freedom together. As brothers, we stood against the imperialism of the British to make them go to their own country and leave us free. As we all know, following their divide and rule, following the Bangladesh separation from India, they also fueled Muslim-Hindu tensions by creating divide among political parties and also encouraging political leaders to have a separate country separately for them, as their electoral interests will be hurt while India is put together as a single nation. So political parties led by Jinnah were readily accepting the offer of the British and were ready to form a new nation called Pakistan, including eastern side of Bangladesh. As we all know, from the day of independence, we are having many regional conflicts in borders, including the Kashmir conflict, which has always been in the UN. Even though we signed the bilateral agreement in Shimla agreement, they don't recognize the Shimla agreement and act their own way. We know that in Pakistan's political system, ISI and the army play a major role in their administration, while the government should be the ones to do that. We have seen many generals take over the politically elected governments which were democratic, like Yahya Khan in the 1950s and General Musharraf until 2007. For a fact, no democratically elected government in Pakistan has finished its full tenure while serving the people. Every time once a military coup happens or opposition parties revolt against the government and topple the government, which has led to poor economic conditions in Pakistan. Due to insecurities in both nations, defense budgets have rose up to 3 to 8% of the total GDP, and this shows the higher tensions in relations between India and Pakistan. As we all know, the way forward only can be done when Pakistani army and the ISI's role in administering the nation is reduced and restricted towards only protecting its nation and not into interfering in the democratic principles of the nation. They definitely know that they cannot fight India in a conventional war, as we are a mighty force, and so they use other countermeasures like cross-border terrorism, which we usually see now and then in Kashmir. Sometimes they do bomb blasts. Sometimes we hear that Indian Army has taken out an IED which was active alongside a road where a rally was there to take place. We also recently saw in 2011 Mumbai bomb blasts. We saw terrorists being mentally brainwashed by terror groups which are fully funded, and we have more evidences for that, and we have submitted it to United Nations, but still they are yet to take some stringent actions against Pakistan, punishing it for its irresponsibly dangerous acts that it has committed. So the way forward is very difficult, but we should find time, and through bilateral talks we can definitely solve our issues, and we must strive for.
Okay, Siddharth, this was the first lecturette which I given today. You have chosen a topic of very high order, that is Indo-Pak relations. Your introduction should have been much better. You should start with a quotation, a famous quotation, like, for example, "Give me bread, I shall give you freedom," thundered National Army Chief Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Something like this. Then you can say, okay, today I am going to talk on the topic Indo-Pak relations. All right. I should congratulate you, your confidence level is good. But here are some more things which should improve is your modulation requires a tremendous improvement. Because when you are stressing on some point, the same flat level, when you are talking normally it is very flat. It has to go up and down. As far as your body movement is concerned, at times you start shaking your legs, shifting the body, and you are not looking at the audience. You must look at the audience because they are right in front of you. You must give a glancing look. Don't fix your view to only one person. Your subject knowledge is fair. It requires improvement. Whenever you talk about why there is a relationship, why we are talking about this, you should have spoken about the wars. Straight after the partition, we had a skirmish with Pakistan, which was told about 48 war. Then coming to 65, 71 and 99, should have culminated with 99. And then lastly, like you said, 2011, what had happened? What are the lessons learned so far? That could have been given. You spoke about the GDP, good, but then what is happening today, as of today? Now, what is the political turmoil after Mr. Imran Khan had taken over as the Prime Minister? It has become subdued. Then you could have spoken about that. Then you can also speak about when in relation with the China, in what way China is helping Pakistan, directly or indirectly, that could have been told. In the end, you should have summed up stating that the present scenario is this and it could be improved by bilateral talks. Okay? Or is a good try. All the best.